Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. And yesterday we unboxed the brand new Galaxy S22 Ultra from Samsung. I can link to that down below if you missed it. However, now it's time to take a look at the new Galaxy S22 Plus. This year, the S22 and S22 Plus has some features included in it that I really like, at least in comparison to the previous S21 from last year. Now we are going to unbox the S22 Plus, take a quick look at what comes inside, and then of course get some hands-on and check out the features of this new phone. Let's get started. And here is the new Galaxy S22 Plus. I will be showing it off next to the new S22 Ultra to give you a bit of a size comparison, just show off the difference in design. But for now, let's open this up. This is actually the pink gold color that they sent over. Taking a quick look at that. We're gonna set that to the side for now. You've got your SIM ejection tool and just a getting started booklet and a USB-C to C cable, just like so. So there's your charging cable, there's your getting started guide, and that is everything. So no charging brick inside, packaging very minimal. And on to what you came to see right away. I've been actually using the Ultra a lot today. I'm noticing that the sides, it's definitely wider and easier to hold on to, and especially just pick up from a table. Not that the Ultra is very hard to pick up, so to speak. It's just easier with a little bit of a wider side because it has a flat front display. But now while it boots up, let's take a closer look at the hardware of the S22 Plus. Down at the bottom, SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, and one of the speakers. Moving along on the right side, this I believe is just an antenna for 5G if I'm not mistaken, and then power button and two volume rockers. Make note of the very minimal camera bump overall. It's actually really embedded, just sticks out just a tiny bit, which is good because then it prevents it from sliding. Up towards the top, just a microphone, and then absolutely nothing along the left side. And a quick close look at that pink gold color, says Samsung down at the bottom, and a look at the camera module. A triple camera system there. You'll see if the light hits it a certain way, the camera module looks a little bit darker than the back color. Actually gives it a nice little accent. Now this year you have a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, a 50 megapixel wide angle lens, which is a nice upgrade from the S21 series, and then a 10 megapixel telephoto lens at 3 times optical zoom, and you can zoom all the way up 30 times space zoom. Now I'm gonna run through the startup process, just talk about anything that's noteworthy. You can protect your phone a group of different ways, including face unlock. However, we're gonna set up that in-display fingerprint scanner, which uses ultrasonic fingerprint technology. As usual, just set my thumb down to start scanning. I have had no issues with the fingerprint scanner on the Ultra so far, so I'm expecting the exact same on the S22 and S22 Plus. Should work as expected. Nice, quick, accurate. You can add more if you'd like to. All right, we are all set up and ready to go. Here is the S22 Plus from Samsung. This is a 6.6 inch display. It has been fairly comfortable to hold, noticeably a little bit smaller than the Ultra for sure. This also gets up to 120 hertz refresh rate, which looks like it is enabled out of the box. We can actually double check that right now going into settings, display, motion smoothness. It's at adaptive, so it will change from 10 hertz all the way up to 120 hertz, depending on what's shown on the screen. So hopefully that'll help save battery life. If you want to manually switch it to 60 hertz, you can do so if you do want to save battery. And again, keep in mind, this is a dynamic AMOLED display at 1080p. Full HD plus, so a little bit lower resolution than the Ultra, but it doesn't look like you can change that within the settings. I don't see anywhere that you can actually bump it down to 720p if you'd like to, so looks like you're just stuck on 1080p, which really isn't that big of a deal. And as promised, here is just a quick look between the two phones. This is the Ultra and the S22 Plus. So you'll notice definitely a bit of a height difference right there. You'll notice the curve versus flat display. When we look at it from the side, just a little bit different overall. Basically kind of a Note versus Galaxy S series style of phone. And here's the two camera modules side by side. An extra lens on the Ultra as well as opposed to triple. You have a quad camera system. And of course, don't forget with the Ultra, you do get that S Pen in the S22 and S22 Plus. That is not an option. All right, so let's jump into the camera app for the first time. Go ahead and snap just a couple quick pictures. Should be nice and quick, very low shutter speed. You can switch it to that ultra wide angle lens, all the way up to 3 times optical. So again, this is not using digital zoom to zoom in. And then you can go all the way up to 30 times zoom, which is now digital zoom. I also wanted to show off a feature that's on the entire Galaxy S22 lineup. It's while shooting video, you'll see an icon that shows up right here. It's called auto framing. So basically, you can find a face or an object. You'll see it's selected this cup right there and zoomed in on it. So it's basically focused on that. But now if I start to move the cup that it's focused on, I think it lost the focus when I put my hand in there. You'll see it zoomed out there, but basically what it's gonna do is recognize your face or an object that you can tap on, and then when you move it, it will automatically shift the focus of the camera without having to actually move the phone itself. And just a quick look at all of the other modes, the camera modes. It's a lot of fun to play with. Samsung has done a great job at adding a bunch of useful features within the camera app, including Pro Mode, Night Mode, Pro Video. In Pro Mode, you can change ISO, white balance, all that good stuff as usual. And I don't believe in the S22, S22 Plus you can capture in RAW. Let me double check that. Oh, you can. So you can actually save a JPEG and RAW copy of the picture that you take. I thought that was only an Ultra feature, but I was actually wrong. I definitely can admit that. So yes, really cool. You can capture in RAW on the S22 Plus as well. And overall, I really do like the design. It's a very good looking device. Again, I know not everyone likes a curved display, so having a flat display option is really nice for Samsung owners and potential Samsung owners. So drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the S22, S22 Plus if you're planning on picking one up. Again, a lot more content coming soon on these two devices, so be sure to subscribe so you're notified when those videos go live. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching.